things take time. I'm pretty sure I knew this for a while, but today was just like a lot of things pointed to that. I think messages like everything will take enough take time no matter what you do. Things will always take time. So for example, time all of my examples are from every class that I've had today, plus some homework that I've been doing. So first class was graphic design. Something that I'm doing is I'm doing a main project where I'm making an ad and for something that I want to just sell. And something that I want to do is I wanted to make a time machine, and my idea for the time machine was that it does not work and it's a waste of money if you buy it. And something else that I saw with that is that I was working on I had some reference photos for a clock that I pasted everywhere, and I didn't notice until today that the Roman numerals on that clock face were wrong. Like for the 12 it said 13, for the 3 it said, for the 2 it said 3, and then for the 4 it showed 4 eyes instead of IV, which I know is common, but it's not. It's that's technically correct, but it's not what the Romans like to use because they didn't like to use three more of the same three of the same letter in a row. But anyways, I was most of my class time has been working on this one clock phase, and why can't I say this word in the sentence? And I was creating the clock numbers, the Roman numerals. And thankfully, most all of these Roman numeral numbers are just made out of these sticks with ridges. I remember my teacher said that they had a specific name, but I do not remember them right now. But anyways, all I had to do was copy and paste them. But the one thing that was happening is that I didn't make them. We didn't make them. He's the art teacher, but he teaches me graphic design. Me and this teacher, this teacher, they could not get them to be in one object. We tried to join the main part, the top ridge and the bottom ridge into one object, but the program which is Adobe Illustrator, said no, we're not going to allow you to do that. So what I had to do was I had to manually hold down on the shift key, which is hard because my hand does something called, if you're interested in, it's called cerebral palsy. It's basically hemiplegia, I believe, is the official term for it. And I've had this condition all my life, and it basically means that one half of my brain just had an injury. I had a stroke when I was very young, and this phase was very off track. But anyways, the shorthand is this hand does not work. So what I had to do is I had holding the shift key down while selecting multiple objects was kind of difficult for me, but I only had to do it once or twice, and then I had to just copy and paste them, and we only got to just a couple of them because of how time consuming they were. Anyways, I only got to the 12 and the 1 and part of the 2. I didn't think we got past the 2. Anyways, on to the second class, Spanish was, and so something that we're doing in Spanish is me and my teacher are create. So the way this school works is it's one-on-one, one teacher, one student. Anyways, my Spanish teaching and I are creating that telenovela of sorts, and what we've done so far is I see my Spanish teacher 2 times a week, once on Tuesdays and another time on Thursdays. So this time on so on Tuesdays we decided to write the dialogue this for this telenovela, and we have recently finished that. So what we did was we read through it and made sure that the English version was okay, and then on Thursdays we translate the dialogue. So then what we were doing today was she wanted to have like the plot beats like linked to one another, and I had this perfect tool in mind that could work, and it did work. It was just very, very slow. It's called Mind Map. I think the tool is called Mind Map, but you create mind maps. It's owned by Google, and I think it is, but this program does not. I think it does work. It does look great, but something you have to do that is kind of annoying is that auto saving is not automatically. There's a button on the top I have to press to turn auto saving on, and only auto saves every 60 seconds. So every time I made a change, she had to refresh her page so she could see the change that I made. So since it was because we have so much translation left, I don't think that we are going to be doing this until all that translation is done, and we might not have enough time after that because we only have like 15 sessions left, 14 sessions left, 13 sessions left, like some amount of teen sessions left. So this session was just like an experimental learning thing that we were doing, where I was teaching her the ropes of what this program was. Now for the final class, which was astronomy, I'm starting a project where I'm for the final project where I have to just like say, hey, what of all 8 planets would be the easiest to colonize? I don't think that any planet would be easy to colonize, but I said Mars, but that is because it's the most similar to Earth, but it still have to bring a lot of stuff, and once you colonized it and people started going there, then I feel like there'd be a lot of fighting. I feel like because Earth is the only world we know so far, we don't have to fight over any other planets, but we do have to fight over multiple planets if we move to Mars, which we might have to one day, because the expanding sun will turn Mars into an unhabitable zone. Anyways, this project, we only got to just the theorizing. We didn't actually get to writing the paper. And something else that I did for homework is I'm taking government, and I take government on Mondays and Wednesdays, and yesterday I was informed that I have a test on Monday, and something that I do is I've used Quizlet to create a study guide. But this teacher, what he did was he gave me all the notes, and he gave me the answer keys for all the notes that we've taken. And what I've done, this isn't required, it's just my way of studying. But I don't know if it is my way of studying, I just do it because I can. Anyways, this area of study is just a lot of copying and pasting and very tedious work. I guess that's the nature of how everything can be, because copying and pasting things into Quizlet, into the answers, into the terms, takes a while, especially since there's so many notes and so many questions. There's 20 to 30 things per notes, and there are 5 or 6 notes that I have to do this for in total. And so this will take a long time. I didn't get through it all because I got tired of doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. So I think what I might do is I might just split it up between one note thing per day. Thankfully I have most of them done, so it shouldn't take too many more days, but everything takes time. as I said.